Hola, ¿qué pasa, chicos? My name is Diego, and this is D-Spot. Today, coming at you live once again to give you an update on Agusti Benedito's vote of no confidence. La moción de censura, guys, is reaching the end. At least that is according to Fútbol Club Barcelona. What's going on, Johnny Carlos? You're a legend too, my man. Good to see you in the chat. So tomorrow, of course, marks the 27th of this month, September, thereby, according to Fútbol Club Barcelona, the end of time for Agusti Benedito to collect the signatures for his moción de censura. So, is that going to be it, guys? Is that it? Does he have enough signatures? What is the deal? Agusti, you've been very quiet lately. Give us an update, my man. I'm here to give you guys an update as far as I'm concerned, or what I've heard, what I've gotten to know over the past couple of days to well, basically bring the news to you guys. I did a video earlier today. I was invited by Summer Hundari, I believe his name was, also a journalist like myself, or trying to become a journalist, I should say, and he broadcasts, however, to the Arabic countries, so his channel is in Arabic, and he wanted to ask me some questions about the moción de censura. We got to talking, and I was, after it, I was like, man, I gotta give my peeps what they want. I gotta give my peoples what they want. So here I am giving you guys the same information that I gave out to his channel. And basically, so I see you guys blowing up the chat. Of course, do that as always. As Johnny Carlos is saying, I was about to watch some porn, but now you're watching this. Good on you, Johnny. Good on you, my man. That's funny to know what you're about to do. Good choice. Stick around, because I'm going to give you guys some news on La Moción de Censura of Agusti Benedito. Some news on the vote of no confidence. So, first things first. Tomorrow marks the deadline, as I mentioned, 27th of September, 11:30 p to the M will be the deadline for Agusti Benedito to hand in the signatures, las firmas. How many does he have at the moment? He has over 11,000. That we know, that we are sure about. The last time we got an update on the exact amount was Monday, was yesterday, in a program here, television program on Televisión Española. We got an estimate from sources close to the Benedito camp, which were over the 11,000 mark. So of course, clear from the 16,500 needed in order to start La Moción de Censura, in order to start the vote of no confidence. That said, what else do we know? We know that Benedito was at Girona. He was at the Girona Barça game. He said that he was only going to go there if he felt that he was not going to have enough signatures. Of course, I was explaining to Samer as well, Girona is not far from Barcelona. It's about an hour and 10 minutes drive up north. I was there myself this weekend. If you guys saw my weekend update on the Girona Barça match, you saw that, although not a lot of people did. Only I got very poor views. But in any case, if you want to go check that out, make sure you check it out. But that's all good. But Agusti Benedito was there collecting signatures. So that kind of, gave us a sign that, oh man, this guy is desperate. He needs some more signatures. Now, of course, as I hold the camera steady, of course, we know that Agusti Benedito said, I don't care that you guys said is the 20th of September, the deadline. My deadline is the 2nd of October. The reason being is that the 2nd of October, or I should say the reason being why his deadline is extended is because he doesn't count Saturdays as working days, okay? Now, officially, Barça is saying that, there's nothing wrong with a Saturday. People go out to work Saturday. Saturday is a normal working day. Agustin's saying, nah, screw that. Saturday is a weekend day. People stay at home. Most of us, días laborables, the classic working days is Monday through Friday. Of course, Benedito's completely right in that sense. However, it's in Barça's interest not to have him, or to give him as least time as possible for obvious reasons. It's in Agusti's interest to have more time. Obvious, right? Each party will play the side that interests them more. Also, if the deadline is the 2nd of October, Agusti Benedito will have Las Palmas, the Barça Las Palmas match at home, of course. Another great occasion to collect more signatures. Now, let's talk hypotheticals, okay? In the case that the deadline is tomorrow, which in all likelihood it will be, and Agusti Benedito does not, excuse me, does not have enough signatures to start the moción de censura, what will happen? Benedito will have two options. One, he can not submit the signatures. Now this for me is the most interesting option. He has the option, he has the possibility not to submit the signatures. Thereby, if they do not submit the signatures, nothing has ever happened. Let me try to explain this in a little bit better, because I realize that my phrasing here is a little bit off. Basically, if he doesn't hand in the signatures, nothing will have ever happened. There will never have been this whole moción de censura to have begin with, thereby allowing him to start another moción de censura within whenever he wants. He could start one next week. He could start one in 2 months' time, 3 months' time, whenever it is that he wants. That is important to note, because if he does hand in the signatures and Barcelona takes them, looks at them, says, guy, you don't have enough signatures, you needed 16,500, you don't, ole, a la basura. It will then not to the trash. It will then not have. It will then not be allowed to have another moción de censura until next year. Okay, so those two important notes or those two important elements are important to note, because here's where the strategy kicks in. Because imagine, let's again, we're talking hypotheticals, right, guys? But imagine that he doesn't hand in the signatures, thereby nothing will ever happen. It's as if nothing has ever happened. Things have just been going on as usual. And Benedito links up with the likes of Joan Laporta, Tony Freixa, no sé, Carles Puyol, Xavi Hernandez. I'm just throwing names out there, right? But I'm talking about, in particular, Joan Laporta and Tony Freixa, the opposition, guys. If the opposition united along with Benedito, something that for me has been seriously lacking during this entire process, things could get interesting. Okay, let's give instead of being here negative and saying, it's not gonna work, the socios haven't come out and voted, man, it's shit. Let's also give credit where it is due. Realize that 11,000 signatures so far. Guys are saying streaming is lagging. Hold on a second. Let me know if it's better now. According to some people, the stream has been lagging. Let me know if it's perfect. Oficial Niche is saying stream is perfect for me. If it's perfect for you, it's perfect for me. I'm going to continue on with it. But I appreciate the comments. Do also, of course, let me know if anything is wrong with the audio. I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys. Give you guys a quick news flash update on the moción de censura. Okay, great. Thank you guys for letting me know the stream is fine. So anyway, back to the matter at hand. If, let's say, that the opposition unites. No, sorry, I already made that point. Let's say they unite and you know, they go ahead and make another moción de censura. It would be amazing. I mean, Agusti Benedito will get a lot more support, a lot more traction, a lot more credibility to his name as well, which I think has been lacking. Now, sorry, I made that point already. Let me get back to the point that I was trying to make as well, that giving credit where it is due. 11,000 signatures, guys. That is more than double than what Joan Laporta got back in 1998, when with Elefant Blau he started a moción de censura against Joan Gaspar. That is also more than Oriol got back in, was it 2008, when he got 9,000 signatures. Of course, that moción de censura was kind of pushed behind the scenes by Sandro Rousset, but he got 9,000 something signatures for this moción de censura. It's also more than that. So interesting to note that this has not necessarily been a failure, guys. Okay, me personally, I don't think that he's gonna get to 16,500. Not tomorrow, not the 2nd of October. That's a personal opinion, just from what I've gathered from when I've talked with socios, with friends, con amigos, and with Benedito himself. Guys, I spoke to the man himself, and he himself said, when I asked him directly the question, I said, Agusti, mi amigo, Do you think that are you optimistic with getting the 16 and a half socios, or 16 and a half thousand signatures from the socios? And he himself uttered the words saying, I think it's going to be very difficult. 16 and a half thousand is a lot of signatures. It's a very difficult task. But, you know, I hope so. That was basically his message to me, directly. D-Spot. Getting you closer to the Barça action. Dead Eddie channel out there. Make no mistake. If you haven't checked out that interview, please do. Go check out it in the videos. I'll try to put it up later in the description. But check it out. My point there being is that he was very cautious and very standoffish, very held backish at being, say, overly optimistic about getting the signatures. For me, you gotta be full in with this. You know what I'm saying? If you're starting a movement like this, you're gonna go balls out, all in, optimistic, drive that optimism in order to gain credibility and gain traction as well from the socios. Because if you start playing, well, I'm not so sure, it just creates doubt. It creates, you know, hesitation amongst other socios as well. So, but it was interesting nonetheless. Now, what else can he do? He can, of course, let's say things go amazingly well, okay? He gets the 16,500 signatures, not tomorrow, but the 2nd of October. What can he do then? In that case, if he gets the 16,500 signatures needed, at a later date, so not tomorrow, but at a later date, the 2nd of October, what he can do is he can go to Barça and say, Barça, I have the signatures, you bastards, I've got the signatures, they're right here. Bam, take a look at it. They look at it and they say, sorry mate, did you see the time? You're 6 days late. What he can do in that case, he can say, okay. I'm going to take the signatures, I go to a notario, okay, an accountant, a notary, I don't know exactly the word in English. Me voy a un notario, I go to a notario, and I deposit the signatures with this accountant, with this notary, and I will start legal action. Basically, it's administrative litigation, right? I'm going to start a legal process by which I'm going to prove my point that I was within my rights to give you guys the thumbs up for the accents. Cheers, Barça boys. I'm going to start a legal action for proving you that I was on time with these signatures and that these are 16,500 socios that want your ass out of here. So that is also possible. In either scenario, I think Bartomeu should be up to here with pressure, guys. He should be up to here with pressure. I'm telling you that he's sweating. Whether he's going to succeed in getting the 16,500 or not, Bartomeu is sweating. Alarm bells need to be going off in his head, in the Barça offices, because there's a lot of socios out there that are upset and fed up with this junta directiva. Make no mistake. Now, a lot of you guys have been saying on social media, the socios are lazy, the socios are to blame, this, that, and the other. Absolutely, I agree with you, okay? I agree with you, but let me give you one exception. One, not a whole lot was known of Agusti Benedito. Therefore, you know, socios and stuff are, you know, what you don't know, you fear, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? What you don't know, you kind of fear. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. Two, probably the most important factor, wins and time heals all. Especially over here, over there, over my shoulder at the Camp Nou, okay? Wins and time heals all, guys. Barca's been doing great. We've been doing fantastically well. The wins we're collecting wins. You know, even Paulinho, for Christ's sake, is working out. Now, again, I'm gonna tell you that for me, I still think there's enough that has gone on behind the scenes. La corrupción, the corruption, the stealing, las mentiras, okay, the constant lying, the Neymar deal. I'm not just talking about him leaving, I'm talking about him arriving as well. Messi's contract, Andrés Iniesta's contract, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so much stuff that extra deportiva, as they call it. So much stuff off the pitch for me to say, guys, you guys had your chance, you did your try, but it's time for you to go. To have these guys removed, okay? I'm happy that we're winning. I'm supporting Paulinho. I'm eating humble pie. Si me estoy comiendo las palabras. I'm eating humble pie, and I tell you, it still tastes great. All of that stuff, fantastic. Los fichajes de este año son, o sea, están funcionando. The players that have come in this year are much better than last year. We can all agree on that. That said, I wish they would still, this board of directivos would go, because there's just so much other stuff that they've been doing wrong. But I think it's too much too late, guys. Unfortunately, I don't think that Benedito's going to have the signatures to present a case, the likes of the scenario that I just laid out for you guys. It's unfortunate, but I think that is the case. However, let's be optimistic. Maybe what he's going to do is he's going to unite forces with Joan Laporta, Toni Freixa, quien sea. I would like to get some people, or some players, ex-players, to get behind his back as well. Like I said, people ask me, why aren't there players getting behind him? Es que no está muy conocido. Not a lot of players know Agusti Benedito. Not a lot of people know Agusti Benedito. That's not to say he was completely unknown, but he's not as known within the Barça camp in a circle as, say, Joan Laporta and or Toni Freixa, etc. A lot of you are asking as well, why isn't Laporta backing him more publicly? He, of course, did put down his signature and posted it on Twitter. I'm going to organize an interview with Joan Laporta, guys, to ask him this question personally, and I'm very close to getting the interview done. So make sure you stick around for my interview with Joan Laporta. It will be coming very soon. I'm going to get him to ask him that question right now myself. However, a friend that was very close to Joan Laporta said Joan Laporta, the reason why he's not more backing Agusti Benedito is because he wants to become Barça president again, and when he does, he wants to make sure that he's fully supported and by the socios, and definitely win this this next presidential election, the next time that there are going to be elections, which officially is in 2021. But that's why right now he's been a little bit standoffish, looking out on the sidelines, seeing whether or not he's going to be how the mocion de censura is going, and seeing if he was going to back it more publicly or not. All right, guys, date these eight. I know that you guys have been blowing up the chat, so let me take some moment to, of course, answer or go over your questions. I need to tell you real quick, I'm running out of battery quickly. So I don't have much battery. That means if this shuts off all of a sudden, it's because I'm out of battery. Aight? Okay, here we go. Johnny Carlos, I don't know if you're watching porn or if you're still hanging around, but let me see what you boys got to say. What's up, Barça boys? Prakash, what the fucking fuck? What up? What's going on, Jacko War? Mark, a lot of you guys, the good old D-Spot loyals over here. Barça boys saying, is it true Dembélé is starting soft training according to Mundo Deportivo? I think by soft training, they mean that he's out of the wheelchair, probably walking around, slow jogging, but calma, calma, chicos, calma, calma. You know, the whole 2 months thing, I hope that is fake news, because I don't want him to force himself. Or is it false news as Sport says otherwise? I didn't see what Sport or Mundo Deportivo said, to be honest, so I'm not sure. I can't confirm. Seraj Pranks, Vizca el Barça or Vizca Diego. Looks like Bartomeu se queda one more year. Okay, 10%. I have 10% on my phone, so I think we'll be all right. His name is Archaf. Okay, all right. Here, Jacko War. I heard rumors that Benedito don't get his 16,500 signatures. Jacko War, I hope that I've answered your question there. I think I have. Johnny Carlos, wish Sosis weren't so lazy bastard. This incompetent cannot continue. Watch us have a great season followed up by shitty decisions. Again, it's not so much the laziness, guys, as much as they're not really sure what they're getting themselves into if Bartu goes. It's a little bit of, you know, I hope I've explained that. Jonathan, live stream right on time for lunch. Awesome. Jonathan Hernandez, ¿qué pasa, mi amigo? Official niche, you are fluent in English, Diego. Yes, I am absolutely fluent. That is thanks to my international upbringing, in case you're wondering. Afnan, stream is lagging. Okay, the stream chat, blah blah blah. Great view. Yeah, so this is a nice view, huh? I'm standing on top of my apartment building. You got a little look around of Barcelona, little, what do you call this, panoramic view. Anyway, back to your question. I just wanted to get out. I've been needing to get out, man. I've been inside all day, working my ass off, trying to make this channel work. It's tough, man. Guys, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Share this video. Let's get this channel growing, guys. Let's just get this channel growing. Just a little plug there. Esteban saying, which Champions League match are you looking forward to today? Bayern PSG. Woo! Oh shit! I'm looking forward to that one. I'm also looking for Real Dortmund, hoping that they get their asses kicked by Dortmund. That would be fantastic. But Bayern PSG, wow, that's a cracker. Then Jackson is saying, so Bartomeu will stay and Messi will go to Man City and Iniesta will go to Juve. That's fans in Barcelona. That's what fans in Barcelona want. No, that's not what we want, guy. Oh, and tell you what, Messi's gonna stay and Iniesta will stay. I do have confidence in that. And what was I gonna say? That's it, man. And Bartu, whether, yeah, I think he might stay. You know, if Bartomeu was smart, he would evoke election. He would recall elections now. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I do think that some heads will roll. Hopefully, the likes of you know, Jordi Mestre, Albert Soler, etc., will fucking get the chop and we'll get them out of there. If not Benedito himself, if not Bartomeu himself. And also, there was a report that leaked last week that Rousset in his jail cell is fully just operating Fútbol Club Barcelona. O sea, Bartomeu es una marioneta. He's just a puppet for Sandro Rousset, who's just from his jail cell, from prison, still operating Barça. So that's a scary thought for you guys there, huh? Barça boy saying, I love your acting. It's the funniest thing. I like to get a little silly from time to time. From time to time. Gotta let it go a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? Just gotta let it out, that silliness. So Benedito will call Saul. Oh man, I love that show. Better Call Saul. Yeah, he should call Saul. Rutush is saying, are those numbers enough for the vote of no confidence? 11,000 is not enough. We need 16,500. Afnan saying, Socios have done a good job. Benedito's efforts were great and he deserves a lot of respect of the job and his team have been doing. Good job, but not enough for sure. I think he could have done more on the promotional side of things, like getting the backing of some heavyweights. You know, I'm talking Puyi, I'm talking Xavi, I'm talking whoever it is they need. As Oficial is asking, official niche is saying, Diego, you speak Catalan natively? Actually, I don't. I understand Catalan fluently, pretty much fluently. I don't speak it myself because my family was from Andalucía. They came from the south. And within my family, we always spoke Castellano. Also, keep in mind that I actually lived outside of Spain for a large portion of my life. So I've only been back here for about 7 years, back in Barcelona. And Catalan is I speak 5 languages. Like I said, Catalan is one I understand perfectly. And I could probably speak it, but everybody knows, you know, there's a lot of Catalans that don't speak Catalan. They speak Castellano because they're more comfortable with that. And me, yo soy uno de ellos. I'm one of those. Sorry, I just lost track of the questions. Let me get back to... Okay, here we go. Here we go. Jenny Carlos. Maybe it should have been Xavi to do the vote. No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. As Zachariah saying D-Spot. What's going on? I told you guys, by the way, I'm an exclusive Barça channel now. So I'm going to open another channel for my NBA fetish, for my love for the NBA. But this will be, D-Spot is going to be Barça exclusive. As Afnan is saying, 6.5 is too much, is way too many votes. With the results, 11K is more than we expected. Ciao, Bartu. Mark is saying, good start alongside of Madrid's struggles have masked off-field issues, but let's not forget Messi's signature or the treatment Andres Iniesta, Sumper being back out on loan, etc. Absolutely. Johnny Carlos saying next month Diego's vote of no confidence. I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it, guys. Absolutely not. You know how much money you need to start a vote of no confidence? Holy shit. And I'm telling you, man, I was looking at my bank account today and I almost teared up. I gotta be honest, I almost teared up. My wife gave me a little pep talk, said, look, man, it's gonna be all right. But I need to start working something again, because I put in so much time and effort into my YouTube channel here, and I am, I should say, a freelance marketer. Before starting this, I had 4 clients, was making nice money. Now I'm down to only 1, and my money has just been evaporating since January, because I've just put in all my effort into this channel. But man, it's a struggle, boy. It's a struggle. But it's what I love, man. I just hope that I can make this channel succeed and make this my full-time profession one of these days. One of these days. Okay. Mark is saying Benedito also caught out in last presidential campaign on the supposedly agreeing a new sponsorship deal. I'm not sure I get your question, Mark. Are you saying Benedito has a sponsor lined up? Laporta, Afnan is saying Laporta was disappointed with the results of the last election. Treble ruined his dream. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Bartomeu, very smart, as I look at it, very smart to call up early elections after winning the treble. Strategically, a smart move.